Boys, it's Chinned. We have a lot to fucking talk about. And it starts with, it's time to stop lying. It's time for the most obnoxious lie to go away. Islam Makhachev, just like Khabib, just like Umar, just like Magomed Ankalaev, just like Usman Nurmagomedov, just like all of these daggies, is a cancer to this sport. And he has somehow made what I truly believed to be the greatest division in the history of MMA, the current day 2026 welterweight division, to be underwhelming, because you know that he will just lay on anybody who is a slight threat to him on the feet. And it's sad, and it's fucking sickening as a fan of the sport. And I picked Islam Makhachev, and my picks this card were the worst picks I have ever fucking had, period. I've had cards where I've went perfect, undefeated, multiple times. I've never had a card where I've won, I want to say, 3 fights. Which I guess is fine, considering the nature of the card. I got all of the even fights wrong for the most part, and I got all of the big favorites that lost wrong, because it was just one of those cards. But I think a lot of people had that happen to them. Starting with one of the greatest submissions of all time, one of the greatest comebacks of all time, one of the greatest upsets of all time. Jeremiah Wells puts Oralby to fucking sleep. And I'm not gonna lie, this was the sickest fucking thing I've seen all year. But it fucking devastated me, bro. As an Oralby glazer, and you know, everybody loves Oralby, how can you not? This one hurt. All I can say is Jeremiah Wells is fucking sick. He was getting tuned up, bro. He was getting tuned up, and Oralby was just, you know, Oralby was getting hit with shots too, but for the most part, these were Oralby rounds, clearly. And you know, well, he tried it in the first round, and I was like, oh shit, he went for a ninja choke there. That's fucking weird. And the third round, I saw him go for that. Like, I saw it, Oralby put himself in that position, and I was like, oh, dude, he's going to go ninja. He's going to go ninja here. And it fucking happened, and he put him to sleep. Literally one of the craziest things. If you cannot appreciate this, bro, this is one of the craziest things we have ever fucking seen. People are going to, like, brush past this, and next year people aren't going to talk about it anymore. This is legit one of the craziest finishes of all fucking time. I do not give a fuck if that sounds crazy to say. That's one of the craziest things we'll ever see. Neil Magny beat Ramiz Brahimaj. Brahimaj was tuning him up in the first round. Neil Magny comes back in the second round. Oh, wow. Really interesting. Where have we heard that before? I don't know. Every fucking one of his wins in the last, like, 5 fucking years. Literally. D-Rod, Phil Rowe, Mike Malott, Zaleski Dos Santos, Jake Matthews, and they are the... I don't know how he keeps fucking doing it. I have nothing to say other than Neil Magny is just one of those ageless wonders. I will never pick him in a fight. I still will never pick him in a fight. He's going to go on to fight like Jesus in his next fight now, because that's how it works, and he's going to lose, and then he's going to come back and fight like fucking some random and beat them up. Lucas Fernando looked apparently like a striking savant against bipolar Tobias. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, while the intercept knee was fucking beautiful, and I really liked his jab and all that, is it weird that I'm just not seeing it? Is it weird that I'm just... I don't know. I don't know if he can, 1, replicate that, or 2, replicate it against an opponent that's not a fucking walking punching bag. So, I don't know. I don't rate Lucas Fernando or his style until we see him do exactly what we just saw to somebody who's actually throwing punches. Tobias landed like 7 punches. I think, that's... Come on. I'm not going to talk about it. Tresean Gore beat Vicente Luque. Vicente Luque got to hang out. This was a fight. To me, I was uber confident in Luque. I was so confident. And I really do think that Tresean Gore, or at least at one point, was one of, if not the worst fighter on the roster. And he goes on and beats Vicente Luque. And I don't know if this is a testament to how bad Vicente Luque is and how washed he is these days, or how good Tresean Gore has gotten. And I think it probably is a little bit of both, but even then, Tresean Gore didn't show me anything in this fight that made me think, oh, he's switched gears, he's on another level. A fight that I would love to see is Tresean Gore versus Dante Johnson. who absolutely starched Eric McConaughey. It was my first pick that I got correct on the whole fucking card. Literally killed him. I thought he was dead. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Just smoked him. I don't know what else to say. I think McConaughey's got 5 losses, 5 KO losses now. Yeah. Yikes, dude. I don't know how he beat it off of Vieira. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Crazy. Dante Johnson, I don't think he's crazy, you know, but he's definitely got power, and if he can move down to welterweight like he's saying he's going to, it's a bit of a problem. It's a bit of a problem. Energy, fucking Scottish Twister. Listen, I'm not the biggest Energy fan. Actually, you know what? I counted this as a loss, but I didn't. This fight had a replacement after my picks video went out, so fuck yeah, I got a loss removed from my shit card. Regardless, I probably would have picked against Energy, so I'll add the loss back. Scottish Twister, this is one of the sickest things I've ever fucking seen as well. This really was a card for insane subs, even though there were only 2. There's 3. The Stoltzfus one was alright. But yeah, Chaplin had him out dead to rights in the second, and I've never seen a cardio dump like that mid-round. Like, obviously, you see it in between rounds all the time, but mid-round? Like, knock him down, put him on his back. Fucking looking straight up at the lights, basically as out as can be. And right after that, you throw 2-3 punches for the next minute, and you start grappling, and when you break, you're completely gassed. I just have never seen that before. Maybe I'm forgetting things, but like mid-round, after you wobble the motherfucker, after you nearly KO him, it's just weird. But Energy does what he does best, comes back, vintage Energy performance. Round 3 gets the Scottish Twister, lays the pace on him. That was impressive. If anything, this fight showed me that Energy Deadass has some of the best fight IQ in 125. I mean, everything that you wanted him to do, he did perfectly. It was beautiful. And then hits a Scottish Twister. Just insane. Against a good fighter. Chitty stunk it up against Joel Alvarez. And I was saying I think that Chitty's being very underrated, and Joel Alvarez is not a good fighter. But at the end of the day, I picked Joel Alvarez, so look at me being a piece of shit and picking against my boy Chitty. I'm happy that Chitty won. This fight sucked, though. Nothing more to say. Give Chitty a ranked shot, though. I think it'll be fun. Or rebook the Joff Neal fight. Esteban Ribovics. Again, like, I gotta make a video. It's getting out of hands, dude. I gotta make a video about these motherfucking matchups. The UFC has never, in the last 5 fucking years, made a retirement fight other than Poirier's that has genuinely made sense. That has been even odds or close to a pick'em, and a fight that everybody's, you know, really like wondering, like, oh, can he turn back the clock? Can he win it one more time? Like this, you know, the Yadier Del Valle and the Damage fight that happened last week, it's too much. It's too much. I don't understand what the UFC's obsession is with booking their legends. I mean, all-time striking legend, fucking savant, Edson Barbosa. One of the most legendary striking brawlers in the history of MMA. Put to rest easily a standing TKO by Esteban Ribovics. It makes no sense. They knew exactly what they were doing too, and it does nothing for either of them. It makes Barbosa look like shit. It makes Ribovics look like a fucking old man beater. It's an impressive performance, I guess, Ribovics, but he was still like, it's I can't rate it. It's a terrible fight. I don't know why they did it. The whole time I was watching, I just didn't understand it. Dustin Stoltzfus submitted in a huge upset, as well as the Jeremiah Wells fight. The fucking worst prospect we've ever seen in middleweight, I guess. Mansour Abdulmalik. First round, gets his shit absolutely rocked. Second round, Abdulmalik comes back. Looks to be rocking the fuck out of Stoltzfus. Stoltzfus turns it around very quickly, takes the back subs. I don't like Stoltzfus. I think he's terrible. I think Mansour Abdulmalik is just worse. And nobody knew. Or maybe some people knew. But this is one of those fights you're going to see a lot of people like, oh, you really thought Mansour Abdulmalik was going to win this fucking fight, bro? First off, he's minus 700. You're not going to sit here and tell me you're part of the 4% of these people. I know that that's not like an accurate count, but even if it was 10%, you're not part of it. And Stoltzfus is objectively just, I don't think he's a great fighter. I think he lost to Kelvin Gastelum less than a year ago. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy for that take. I don't think Stoltzfus is good. Jalen Turner. Holy shit. This was impressive because I picked Cali Fernandez pretty confidently. just fucking wow. I don't even know what to say. This fight, it was a 39-second fight. Jalen Turner's back, I guess. Jalen Turner beats one of the better prospects in 155 in 39 seconds. It wasn't even a fight. He smoked him out cold easily against the fence. It made no sense, but it happened, and it was incredible. I don't like Jalen Turner. I think he's similar to like Joel Alvarez for me. You know, he comes from that similar take online where it's like, this the new gen of lightweight, man. This the new gen of lightweight, bro. And they never became anything. Jalen Turner will never be anything. Joel Alvarez will never be anything. However, they're both sick-ass fighters, and this was fucking something. Mackenzie Dern decisioned Jillian Robertson. Laugh at me in the comments. I picked Jillian Robertson. I'm laughing at myself because Jillian Robertson showed me that. I don't even want to talk about this fight, but I just have to, because do you not train striking? Do you not know how to throw a punch? A fucking a kitten has a stronger bite force than the force of your punching power. I don't. Jillian Robertson's the most retarded fighter I've ever watched in my fucking life. This was frustrating to watch. I don't know what to say. I've never seen a fighter, man or woman, go into a fucking fight and not. The leg kicks were taps. I am speechless. I can't even put it into words. I mean, you guys know what I mean. She couldn't even the ground and pound. She was like patting her on the head. And she didn't go for a single sub. That's her bread and butter. You're not going to knock her out in the last 20 fucking seconds, retard. Pull a heel hook. Go for some sort of Hail Mary. Jillian Robertson is a stupid person. A stupid person. And I'm sure she's very nice. But she is a stupid individual. I mean, I don't know what to say. Mackenzie Dern looked incredible in the first couple rounds, but even after that, she just looked mediocre as well. I'm looking forward to Wei Li coming back to this division, and I hope destroying Mackenzie Dern and making this division a little bit more. I mean, I don't care about the division. That's the thing. So what am I talking about? But Wei Li's fun. Who doesn't like Wei Li? Islam Makhachev declared himself as the ultimate cancer to the sport of mixed martial arts. Ian Garry had me thinking that for the first time ever I would root for a Dagestani, and I picked Islam Makhachev, and I thought he'd finish him. And Ian Garry, and I said it too. I said a lot of my prediction was rooted in Islam. He might find a head kick. He might find something. But Ian Garry is going to have a round where he looks okay, and people are like, "Oh my God, Ian Garry might win this fight." And I was thinking that too. I was like, "Wait, Ian Garry might win this fight." And but Islam just finds his stride in these fights, and that stride is not a flow state. It's not locking in and getting a clutch knockdown. It's not getting full mount and raining elbows. It's not getting a great position from, maybe side and threatening a Kimura. Islam locking in is humping your leg against a fence like a fucking dog. And that's all Islam is. He's a fucking dog. And Ian Garry's no better. Ian Garry was hugging him and kissing him the entire fucking fight, patting him on the back at the end of every round, chatting at him while he was on his back, glazing the fuck out of him, patting his head again. Ian Garry needs to fucking go. Send him to the PFL. I don't care. He can go fight fucking, I don't know, Thad Jean. I don't fucking know, dude. He can go fight some fucking random. I have Johnny Evelyn get fucking put out by him. Islam Makhachev, bro. Oh my God, I hope Carlos... Bro, if Carlos Prates could just fucking do me a favor and fluke this piece of shit. Oh my fucking God, bro. Tears, man. Tears. And I'm sorry. It's over. The age of Islam is a somewhat exciting Dagestani, which even I have said in the past. It's over. That lie is done. Islam Makhachev is the most boring fighter to watch at a high level in this sport right now, period. That's it. How can you say so otherwise? How can you say otherwise? How can you say otherwise? If this is the guy who's going to be the GOAT with a couple more wins, he cannot be my GOAT winning this way. He cannot. And maybe that's crazy, but I cannot respect him. I cannot respect him. Because he's showing time and time again that he is better than everybody, and he's refusing to take risks. And that is fucking atrocious. The best fighters in the world, the best fighters of all time, Volkanovski, you know, people like Volk, you know, people like GSP, you know, they take fucking risks. And I know that's crazy. I know that's a crazy take on GSP, but at least GSP, he'd strike with a lot of these motherfuckers for a while. Islam will hump a motherfucker. GSP at least had moments in his fights, even though he was just as boring as Islam. He would have moments in his fights where he'd jab a motherfucker up the entire fucking time. He'd start going with his striking. He looked incredible. He moved up a weight class and fought fucking Michael Bisping and looked great in that fight. Islam Makhachev moved up a weight class and fought Jack Dilla and laid on him. He could have finished him at any fucking point in the entire fucking fight. Demetrius Johnson is one of the greatest fighters of all time. Why? Because he was a finisher, and he constantly showed improvement, and he constantly showed that he was at the top of his fucking game. Islam is doing all of that without any of the athletic appeal, any of the ability to finish, and every single time he does get a knockdown, he doesn't do shit with it. He is proving time and time again that he's better than these people, but he's not taking the risks to put a stamp on it, and that defines to me that he cannot be the greatest of all time. And maybe he'll change my mind. Maybe he goes in and destroys Michael Morales and destroys Carlos Pratas and destroys Shavkat or whoever's next after that. But mark my words, I will never call him the GOAT if all he does is lay on a motherfucker like Magomed Ankalaev. This motherfucker's bullshit, a cancer to the sport. Cut them both now. Next week, we got a banger, boys. We got a bang. We got Obama and fucking Fluffy, and we got my boy RDR. Fucking banger card coming up. Stay tuned for the pics of that. I'll probably drop that tomorrow or something like that. Yeah, this card was fun at the beginning, but it was just disappointing at the end. I don't like Islam Makhachev one bit. You cannot convince me to otherwise. He's a great fighter, but he takes no risks, and that is annoying. This has been Shind. If you agree with any of my takes, if you disagree with any of my takes, leave a fucking comment. Call me slurs. I don't give a fuck. Like, comment, sub if you enjoyed. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.